things we don't resolve them. And one of the things that my experience with you, one of my experience, because I was said that there is many, there is being a few, it was that experience of sadness I have in regards my mother's death. I remember that was one of the first things I talked to you. I said, Michelle, I have um, this because it's an emotion in your heart, and that emotion is a sad emotion that gives me so much. Besides grief, I have this guilty sensation and this mm, sadness that doesn't let me move. And I told you that when my mother passed, um, I was with her in the last months of her life, and I have to give. I always thought I could have done it, handled it different. I could have been different. I could have made decisions different, but also have this big, huge, guilty sensation that I had to sign my mother's approval with the doctors to go for surgery when they have said to me prior that she wasn't that strong to do it. But you listen to one doctor, another doctor, and each person says something different. Anesthesiologist says something, a surgeon says something, and at the end of the day you want the best and you think he's gonna be fine. And I acted naive, because then when you go through things in life, then you know that things cannot be as planned. And that was back again the emotion that I have, and it was a strong emotion because it's my mother. So that's what I wanted to talk. I started to talk to you, and you started to work on my emotion, on my perspective, on my of how I was seeing the things, and I started to help me to organize it in a way that you showed me that that guilt should not. You didn't show me, but you helped me to canalize. I'm not sure exactly how to explain, but to put that guilt in a different area of my body. It's not guilt. It happened when it happened. It was the best thing that, or the best decision at the moment, and I shouldn't be carrying that guilt. So that emotion, you were able to help me to make it see it in I don't know, put them in my mind in a different way that it kind of went away. And it was powerful because that emotion was there every day.
Yeah, you said you had it for 10 years, right?
Yes, 10 years, because my mother anniversary is now 12 years, and yes, that was a few years, a couple years ago that I talked to you about it. That's right.
Because you had said something too that it was actually starting to affect you in ways even at work because you were overcompensating or feeling guilty
Yeah.
and overcompensating for that in how you were.
So, and that's back again the same thing I said to you when your mission in life is help and help and help, and you're helping always so many people, and I'm trying to overcompensate, as you said, that emotion and helping more and helping more. But then at the end, I'm not resolving anything. I'm just overcompensating. I'm not resolving anything on my life. I'm just working it, working it, working it. And we go back to 6 p.m. in the night when I'm here at home, and that emotion is still there. And the emotion can drain you more and can grow more. And now I see that my mom is in a good place. That my mom, I always know that she is in a good place, but I had that guiltiness, as I said, that I could have done things way different, and that didn't let me, didn't make me take many other good decisions that I could have done at the time. So now I see I was able to grieve that emotion.
Well, you said you couldn't even think about your mom because you
Yes,
felt
could
so
not.
You felt
It's
so
it's
bad
it's still a
because
little, as you notice, it's still a little difficult for me.
right, right.
Now I can do it.
Yeah, because it was had to do with your mom needing surgery and the surgery didn't go like the doctors told you it would.
Yeah,
And that's a very it's a heavy load,
yeah, it's a load.
a very
Yes.
heavy load. And
Hmm.
it's something that guilt is something, but grief added to guilt,
Yes.
that and especially when it has to come to do with people you love so deeply, and when it comes to family, and then that responsibility of being the eldest, which I am as well,
Yes.
it becomes a very heavy thing to bear. And if you can't resolve it, then it leaves you feeling, I think, as you were, not able to really move forward,
That's right.
right?
Yeah. So, Michelle, so back again, thank you, because not just in that instant you have helped me, but in many other ones. And I'm gonna just jump in there immediately to say, okay, mm, I believe myself in energies, in the good vibes, in the positive vibes, in the attraction of the energies. However, sometimes there is thing that happens, and we cannot control it. And there is with age, aches comes all over the place. I've been in times that my body is not physically responding, and sometimes you just say, okay, I cannot do it more. Like I'm just gonna take more um, painkillers or more aspirins to just be able to move, because sometimes the back doesn't want to move, your knees are not responding the same way, exercise or whatever you do. So anyways, I have mentioned to you many times, like a couple weeks ago, I just fell down. Sometimes like I say, we fell down a few times for no reason, and I fell, and it adjusts the body in a different way. And I told you about it, and how my knees were hurting, and you say, okay, so let's work on that. With your energy, with your uh, let's think that is not hurting, like things that you just said. Like, okay, some people say, okay, please, but just start to saying and listening to your words. Let's think that the knees is not hurting, and let's think that like you can just walk fine and you can move, and just your positivism is strong and attractive. So just saying that, and you believe, and the way you work, and the way you do your energy work, somehow it works.
And I'm really happy about that. It's the biggest joy to have someone be feeling a certain way, whether it's mentally, physically, or emotionally, spiritually even, and then be able to help to shift that to somewhere where
Yes,
it's
yes.
better. You know.
And many people I see that knows you, and I was able to see in that barbecue, whatever some that we were a few weeks ago. Your energy is radiant. You have such an energy that seems to be attractive, seems to be powerful, and the fact that the energy also has a healing power. Mm, I have joined you in dancing sparkling for almost 2 years, and it was difficult at the beginning to be able to have that consistency, but we were able to make it through the COVID, and do it just even online like we are right now. And it has been a positive experience from the moment I say, okay, so like, what are we doing, dancing here, at home, each one. And but it has been a powerful thing for my mind. I'm going to say it in the first person because I know it is for you, but for me it has been a powerful experience of want to clear my mind, clear the negative thoughts, focus on myself, focus in my life. It's not about losing weight or anything. No, it's about working our mind and keeping our spirits and putting goals in our mind and do it. And that's what we did. We were doing it.
Yeah, well, the thing with it is that's what I teach in my program. You were in it for a while there. And
Yes.
the Sparkly R.E.A.L program is to be CEO of you so you can take control of where you're going,
Yes.
right? And that you start to speak to yourself more positively. And it sounds easy, but
It
but
sounds easy.
it's really not.
It
Because
is.
we are, if you take a look at how positive we are percentage wise every hour of the day, what percentage do you think most people are at in terms of how positive they're speaking to themselves? Not to other people, to
Well,
themselves.
I don't know percentage, but I know there is a big wave of negativism, and negativism can be mm, passed to another very easily. And what I see of people is like, okay, what sometimes, like I say, okay, what it makes these people to be the way they are when I am nice with this person, and did I do anything wrong? And I say, okay, so it's nothing about what I did, but it's about what this person is living on his or her life. It's not about me, it's about how this person is seeing life. And I always said, oh, it's sad because it could be in a different way, but for many people, it's just difficult. For many people, it's just difficult to see life in a different way, and we have to, more, sometimes we have to exercise habits and behaviors that conduce us to think in a different manner, but sometimes people doesn't find these ways.
Yeah, it's so true because, but that ability to see the positive is what I really hope to bring to
Yep.
to people who are watching this show on the replay even because the information we have here is really valuable, which is to look at what you're telling yourself and try and be more positive. Really start to bring that into your awareness because that can actually help you change your life. It's to bring hope too, because you had a situation when we were many months ago, last year, even when we're dancing, and you said you didn't know what happened, if you remember, and your feet felt like the bones were broken in it.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes, I just remember that. I felt okay. So the last year, I have this sensation that yes, I feel it was like more than a year or more than 8 months that yes, my feet, like on top of my feet and under my feet, I feel like my bones were broken. It was so painful to stand on my feet. And yes, I remember that. And you asked me today, how you feel doing? I said, what are you talking about? My feet are doing fine. My
But
yes.
well, it wasn't actually that. It's we started out the dance, the sparkle dance movements call, right? And you
Mhm.
complained, and then at the end of it, I think you said, what was it you said? I forget. You said at the end of it that your feet were fine. I think
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah, it has happened many times
It would
that
no longer hurt.
that I start with this severe pain, and this severe pain is being for hours. It's not like I just suddenly. No, it was for hours, and as I said, we're getting on and everything, all that everything hurts, and then you ask me, how is your feet? I would say, well, you know what? I'm not sure what happened, but it's not hurting anymore.
Well, that yeah, well, that's a beauty sometimes of sparkle,
Yes.
right? And that is positive positive things that happens when we come together, right?
Yes.
And yeah, and even all the people you see behind me here, those are clients who got sparkled in for all
Mm-hmm.
different kinds of things. And it's just a lot of fun,
Yeah, it is
to
fun.
work
It is
with
fun.
clients and have them in my
Yeah.
program as well
Mm-hmm.
as being VIP clients. where they can call on me when they need help to get recharged and things like that. But the thing I want to do, on this platform is to let people know that even though you've been given a diagnosis or you think it's hopeless, that there's always hope. There's always hope because
There
I
is
think
always there
you
is
are
always a
even.
door with a light that can give you hope.
Right. So anyway, I promised you that coming on the call, you would get your sparkle.
Okay.
And so, what would be your intention for today? Because I said we would be on here for 45 minutes, and I want to respect that
Okay, sure.
time. So,
Okay, so
what's your intention? What would you?
myself,
Yeah.
well, I want to be able to be to be able to radiate the same positivism, the same security that you do in your family. I want to do it in my family. Like like life is not easy for people. Life is not easy. There is situation that comes stresses in life, and so I would like to be able to be that positive and to conduce and open a light in my family as well.
Oh, that's beautiful. I thought you were going to tell me that you wanted to have all your aches and pains from your fall the other day.
No. Oh, for my other fault? Oh,
Yeah.
gee. It's like I don't know.
Well, we can put
Like a
that up
couple
there as
of
well. I mean, it's not
yeah.
me, right? I said this on other episodes of this show that it's really not about me. It's about someone up there
Yeah.
who is looking over us, and I'm a vehicle where beautiful things can happen, shifts can happen,
Yes. Yes.
mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. And because if I knew what was going to happen, I'd be able to tell you what's going to happen right now and describe what you're feeling and what is going to be the result. And I have no clue. so so that's the thing. There's a God, spirit, universe, supreme being, whoever up
Yes.
there, and through that beauty, then we're able to have miracles and nice things happening on this plane of existence that we're in, right?
Yes.
So that's the thing that I like to mention because I have people saying, hey, you're a healer. I'm going, well, no, I don't consider myself that because I'm only a vehicle, right?
Yeah, you are a vehicle,
I
but you can
and
say I am a powerful vehicle.
and the thing with it is it's
I'm a Mercedes Benz.
yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
I've learned a whole bunch of different healing modalities along this path I've been on, and from Reiki right through to matrix energetics, Yun energetics, different ones, access consciousness even. But I have this one I called sparkle chi, if you want to think of chi as energy. So
Okay.
that's what I call what I do. And when I need the other ones, I go and I grab that. But it's a journey because we all have our journeys we go on. And I've been in the corporate world, and I consult, I coach, I do all sorts of stuff. But the sparkle is what actually is integral in all of it when I work. And it's just that this thing of being able to be hopeful, of being able to change your words, of how you look at things, to bring different things into your life, both at home and work, that is a thing, right? That I want to have people understand that they open up to receive, they open up their mind, they become more flexible in their thinking, and then beautiful things are possible, right? So anyway, let's get started. So are you getting comfortable somewhere? Because I see you're moving.
Yeah, just sorry about it. I just need to charge my phone.
Aha, that would be a good thing.
Yes. I'm going to charge it and it's sorry about it. I just need to do a couple movements in here.
Right?
Okay.
Okay, so what I'd like you to do is to get centered. Just close, if you want, you can close your eyes. And then what I like to do is, what do I want to put on a little bit of, I don't know if I'm going to get people worrying about this, but yeah, let's do it without music in case I get copyright issues. Royalty issues coming at me. So, okay, so what I'd like to do is just get really centered, feel your body, and just notice what you're noticing. Energy level, what's that at right now?
7.5.
Oh, wow, very particular. Okay, what about tension in the body? Where 10 is bad, we're very, very tense.
Let's see, 6.
6. Okay, clarity of the mind, where your mind is sharp and you can think and figure out anything you possibly wanted to do.
8.
8. Okay, and then any aches or pains anywhere.
A little bit. Let's see, 7.
7. Okay. All right. So let's get started. So what I'd like you to do is just to see a very beautiful tube of light coming through with heavenly energies to the top of your head, right above your crown, and just allow that energy to come in through your into your body, going everywhere it needs to go. And then allow that energy to go into all the cracks and crevices everywhere that there is anything negative or not of highest good for your body. Just allow that energy to circulate and move. And then as you breathe in, I want to take a deep breath and breathing all the goodness, all the blessings, all the energy and the vitality from the heavens, and just breathe that in. And as you breathe out, just see yourself breathing out anything that's not serving you, any regrets, sorrows, anything that's, nagging at you or feeling heavy. Allow that to leave through the windows, through the door, or through the cord at the bottom of your feet to your very own special crystal at the center of the earth. And then allow the earth energies, Mother Earth, to cleanse that energy. Fill it with grounding, beautiful Mother Earth nurturing energy. And then just allow that energy, once it's cleansed, to come back up through the other cord to the join this beautiful cosmic heavenly energy that's already circulating in your body, and just allow that energy to move. And then, as we think about your intention, just allow yourself to feel the joy of being, the joy of connection with all your loved ones, the joy of fulfilling your dreams, of your purpose, your mission in life, the things you want to achieve and accomplish, your dreams, your goals, your heart connection. Just allow yourself to feel that joy of knowing you're loved, and that you also love others, and that you're here to share and contribute and to welcome all good and to bring in all the blessings that are yours to receive, because you're so deserving and worthy of it. And just allow. Just feel that energy moving all through your body, and just allow it. Nothing to do, nothing to worry about, nothing to think about. Just allow and notice. Feel anything, just notice what you're feeling, and nothing to think about, just notice. Ooh, just like you're in a cafe and noticing cars driving by as you sip your cup of tea or coffee. You just notice and just breathe in deeply and breathe out anything that's not serving you. Breathe in deeply all the goodness, all the joy, all the blessings. And then breathe out anything and everything that's bothering you, making you feel heavy or worried or concerned or stressed or overwhelmed. Just allow all those to leave right now, because you know you're resourceful and you know everything is done in its own time, and that everything will be done in its own time, as it always is and always works out when you allow things to move and flow in your life. So what are you noticing now?
Well, I'm just noticing to be calm and to be centered and to be relief. And just came some family problem that we're trying to fix. He just came with an idea,
Oh yeah.
and
Oh nice.
that it just
Inspiration.
yes.
Oh very nice.
So that's actually very good.
So I'll be interested to find out the next time you come on the show if that family
Yes.
situation just became
Yes.
beautiful. You're on mute. Yeah. Because that's the other thing is some things could happen right now and some things take some time to just
Yes.
Yeah,
it doesn't happen from some stuff. It happens from past, but sometimes it doesn't. So, but yeah.
But the mechanics of things are in the works now.
Yes.
Right. So on energy level, what are you right now?
I feel like clarity. I feel like 9.
Okay.
Yes.
What about energy level now?
Energy level, I feel like 8.5.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Seriously? Okay.
Yes.
What about tension in your shoulders, wherever you are?
Let's
feeling?
see. Tension is like almost 3. It went low.
3?
So, yeah, it went low.
1?
Yeah, 1. No, let's call it 3.
3? Okay. From 6?
Yeah.
Oh well, that's pretty good. What about aches from that fall? You said you had some aches just now. So where are you there? Where 10 is bad ache. 10 is bad pain. Okay.
Yeah, it's right now. I'm not. No, right now it's very light, very light.
Very light. So you said 7 before. So where is it now?
Let's call it 4.
4. Okay, that's pretty nice.
Yes, that's very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So do you have any questions for me before we say good night?
I just want to say it. Okay. Like maybe something that you want to say about to keep yourself in light, in center, in to keep the movement going. How you do it?
How do you mean?
Oh yeah, to keep yourself centered, to keep yourself in a positive way, in a positive manner, in a how do you keep yourself centered?
So it all boils down to whether how you want to choose to look at things. So a lot of people, we even myself, when I was young, when I was just out of university, and I used to work for Hewlett Packard, right? So I'd get in and I would be driving to work, and some idiots would cut me off on the road. And I just like to use that example. And I would tell everybody in the office who would listen how this jerk cut me off and the details of how they cut me off for the whole day. That was when I was young. And thankfully I got wiser. But the thing with it is, what are you doing that still? There are people still who do that, right? Something happens and the whole day, the whole week, they're remembering what somebody did to them to make them feel some way and feeling very justified about feeling that way, so mad that they cut you, like I was feeling very justified. Hey, that person cut me off and it's a jerk and blah blah. And until a few years later I realized, wait a second, why am I doing this to myself? The person who cut me off is having a beautiful day, They don't care about me. I just allow them to control my buttons, feeling victimized because they cut me off, feeling that I'm the victim. And I let them ruin my day for the whole day or the whole week or however long I was ranting and raving about it. So that's a really very common thing of way of using an example, but that's just one example of a whole bunch of different ones that the question is if you're reacting to something that happened to you in your day, when you react, are you honoring yourself as being the person you know you are? Or are you allowing someone to control your buttons and take control of you because the ego is saying, well, I'm justified. I have every right to be mad at them and I am not letting them to forget it. Especially if you know the person, you're saying, I'm not going to give them the opportunity to forget what they did to me. Versus really, observing it and saying, what am I learning from this situation about me, about the person? And then how do I want to deal with it going forward? And what's my best way of dealing with it for my highest peace of mind, frame of mind, ability to carry on what I was interrupted doing, because a lot of times it interrupts you doing something, right? A lot of times when situations happen, you're in the middle of doing something really well, and something comes up and it just plunges you down into feeling really bad about what you're doing about yourself, and then you have to try and talk yourself right back up to try and get back to where you were so you can carry on. But lots of times you can't even get there because your head is going blah 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 blah, and you're in a meltdown situation, and it takes you sometimes a week to get back to where you were before.
Yeah.
So that's how I help people, is coaching them through that, because it is easier said than done.
Yeah.
And the sparkle does help, the sparkle work that I do, because as you noticed, your clarity went from 8 to 9, right? Your energy went up. So in itself, the energy and the sparkle, the ability to get more clarity. Mind you, you were already very high. But if your clarity is low and you can't think because you're so low in energy, then that's why actually a lot of people will sign up with me to get to a different level of performance, right? So does that help? Does that answer
Yeah,
the,
definitely that
the
answer.
question? Because the thing is also that other people around you, when they're having a bad day, they can pull you down as well. And if you're not aware of how to help, then it can bring you down as well, especially if they start to take it out on you. So it's a double-sided sword. uh, there is a tool though that can help, and it boils down to that one I shared with you, and you're aware of it, which is the bank cards, right? Because that gets down into the personality level, which takes it to another level of insight into yourself and into others, and it's pretty cool, right? So
Yes.
it's like, what tools do you have at your you said you want to get to this space of being very happy and joyful in your surroundings, and one of the things is, what tools can you use and add to your toolkit that will help you to keep positive? Because remember, I talked about that. What percentage of time are you totally positive during your day? Because if you really take checking on that, I think most people would be surprised at how negative they are in the thoughts that they're actually having. You might go with the affirmation, I can do it, and you do it for 5 minutes, and the rest of the time,
And negativity is contagious.
right? Yeah. So you must yourself deal with a lot of that in your HR role as well, you know. And
Yeah, because you are listening all this negativity, complaints of everybody.
so the thing
Yeah,
is, if you're doing that, what are you doing to keep yourself up as well, to recharge
same. Yeah.
your mind and your battery, right? So
Mhm.
that's this kind of thing I cover in my program as well. So, but anyway, I hope that you continue to feel better and better after you leave tonight, the call.
Thank you very much, Michelle. Yeah,
And
and hope many people can hear us even on a replay. And
right, well,
please,
do share the link with your
yeah,
friends. And
yeah.
also, every first and third Wednesday is when we come on live, and you please do come on again, because then we'll get an update when you're ready. It doesn't have to be the
Oh,
next time, but you can come on and then let me know when you're ready to share, right? This is, as we said,
yes,
some things take time. Yeah.
yes, yes.
And then you can catch a replay or share the replay on the YouTube channel at the, let me see if I have that. The YouTube channel is at um the YouTube channel is at the Sparkle Experience Show.
That's the experience show.
Yeah. Dot the Sparkle Experience Show, and you'll be able to see that all the other replays. Why did it give that
Yes, yes, absolutely.
on there, right?
Yes, thank you very much, Michelle.
Right. So hang on, let me just try something. Flip vertical. Yeah, I was just trying to do this to just show off. There we go.
Ooh.
So yeah, so the Sparkle, the YouTube channel is at the Sparkle Experience Show. So thanks again for joining me, and until we see you again.
Okay, thank you, Michelle, and thank you for everything.
Okay, take care. Bye now.
Okay, you have a good night.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, bye bye.
Hey, what Yeah, well, I just finished the show.
Oh, good. How did it go?
It was okay, just Sandra and me, because Jeremy didn't show. So anyway, but we had a good one.
Good.
And yeah. So anyway.
Well, that's great because you two probably have a good dynamic.
Yeah. So we will see how it goes. Anyway, Bobby called me today, which is nice. So I told him he need to set up his crack code and get moving on it. So he said yes. But he's been busy, he says.
Well, he knows a lot of people.
Well, I told him it's time for him to. I told him it's time for him to start cracking coke. I told him that $25,000 one, that I had no idea that she would even sign up. She, of all of them, Catherine says she's even surprised she even cracked the code, because somebody did it with her years ago and turned her off. So she said she was surprised she cracked the code, and she was surprised she signed up with the 199, and she's flabbergasted she signed up for the 25,000.
Yeah, you can't predict, right?
So anyway, yeah. So how's your book going?
Bobby doesn't. I mean, Bobby knows a lot of people. I don't know how many people he knows well because he worked with us.
He doesn't have to know people well. He has students and everybody. So I say it's time you got cracking people. So today I have about 500 emails or more where they're going to be asked to crack their code. So that is going out, and you might get the test. You might get it because you're on the list somewhere. I think you might get it. I'm not sure if I activated you or not, because it's all in the same cobwebs, the clarity email, and I just keep on adding to it. And I took off Uncle Roy, and I took off who did I take off? I took off Mavis, and I took off Auntie B, because they were on there, right? So I didn't put on, I've left on most people, but anyway. How's your book going?
I did a little bit today. I took a break.
Is it only 6 o'clock?
9 o'clock here.
It's 7 o'clock, right? Okay. I was just looking at my clock, and my red clock is saying 6, and I was going, wait a second, did I go earlier than I was supposed to? But I don't think so. I think the clock is wrong. The clock is an hour behind for some reason.
Not really battery died.
No, it's working. I just think the time shift, and I never shift the time.
Well, I don't know. That's been a while.
Yeah, well, I didn't shift it because it's just my little clock I look at to kind of track the minutes on it. So anyway, but Sandra agreed last night, and then Karen Yee said she'll come on 1 week.
Oh, good.
And then Bobby, I told Bobby I want him to come on too, and I said to ask Kira, so he said okay. So we'll see.
Did you know that Angie had